Elizabeth Nord has spent 3 years of her life trying to find an answer. Why do men want to leave their old lives behind them to join the strange and uncompromising world of the French Foreign Legion?
The reason why you come in is why people will respect you for.
What is it that makes thousands of men a year apply to join this notoriously brutal and strict division of the French army? Is it escape? Is it machismo? Or is it the chance to belong to the famed and mythical home of heroes?
There are people, because we're Legionnaires, will have a very bad opinion of us, because they've heard some horror story or whatever, and decided that we are all bloodthirsty serial killers or people hiding from the police in our own countries.
The chance to fight with your brothers in arms.
I see 3 different types of people who come to the Legion. There are the people who genuinely need to be here, like me, the people who are in trouble back home, the fly-by-night dreamers, and the people who think they're going to be commandos.
The chance to stand on the shoulders of giants.
Hey, laisse pas ta jambe. Laisse, allez voilà, regardez. Regardez tous, c'est typique de quelqu'un qui n'écoute pas son instructeur. Voilà, et maintenant tu viens. Allez, tire sur les bras et sur les jambes. Arrière. Laisse pendre ta putain de jambe, laisse-la pendre là.
We are the best army in world, the Legion. Forever the Legion.
Or the chance to prove you're tougher than the rest. King Louis-Philippe created the Foreign Legion on March the 10th, 1831. It was established to protect and expand his colonial empire without the spilling of a drop of pure French blood. Recruits were drawn from all over Europe, including failed revolutionaries, soldiers from disbanded foreign armies and known troublemakers. It has survived 3 republics, 2 world wars, the passing of an empire, and finally, the loss of its birthplace, Algeria, the Legion's home for 130 years. In its early days, the Legion was treated with disdain by the rest of the French army. They were not allowed to set foot on French soil, and because their code was never to surrender arms, they were used mainly as collateral damage in any foreign skirmish. 35,000 Legionnaires have died for France since its inception. But slowly, through acts of unbelievable bravery and incredible defiance, the Legion has risen to be the most feared fighting force, with campaigns spanning the whole globe, from Mexico through Africa, the Middle East, and into Afghanistan. The Legion is best summed up by the motto, first in, last out. It still accepts people from any origin, nationality, religion or background. Everybody is offered the opportunity to start a new life amongst its ranks.
A lot of people, they've got no choice because the countries that they're from are basically the war-torn or the poor, and they're here for the money, and that's the problem with the Legion. There's a lot of people, there's too many people here for the money and the food, and it makes the Legion a bit shitter than what it should be, because the real people that want to be here for like the Legion, there's not too many of them no more.
Today the army consists of 7,699 legionnaires and non-commissioned officers, coming from 136 different countries. The fellowship of the Legion is as strong as ever. They are brothers under the same flag, willing to lay down their life for each other.
the good things about being here is also the bad things about being here at the same time, because you live with these people and it's good to know people from all around the world and stuff like that. You know the good things about being here, what I told you last time, but then at the same time that can be annoying as well, because you're stuck with the same guy. It draws in some of the good people and it draws in some of the biggest idiots from around the world.
Foster saw no future for himself in his Manchester hometown, so he acquired a passport and ran away to join the Legion. The army can cruelly shatter many such dreams of hopeful young recruits by its brutish regime. But it's been the making of John, and he's proud to walk in the footsteps of his predecessors, and is determined to stay.
For staying here for 5 years, it will be good for work afterwards, because like I said to your people, the reasons why you come here is why people will respect you for when you finish the contract.
The unit must be prepared to fight in all conditions, from the snow-covered mountains in La Courtine in France to the tropical downpours of the Ivory Coast, where 2nd Infantry Regiment is now deployed on a peacekeeping mission. The Ivory Coast gained its independence from France in 1960, but the nation slowly descended into chaos, with military coups destabilizing an increasingly lawless country. Civil war broke out in the Ivory Coast in autumn 2002, and French forces were sent in the same year. For some of these men, it's their 3rd tour of duty. Each step courts danger. The French have lost several soldiers recently, and tensions between the warring factions remain high. The 2nd Foreign Infantry Regiment is based in Nîmes, in the south of France, under the command of Colonel Gillet. It's the largest of the Legion's 10 regiments, and the largest in the French army. On their return to their military base, the boys are singing their company song. The regiment have been marching for 3 days.
Bon. Portez. En.
Section. Attends.
The Legion march at 88 paces per minute, rather than the usual 120. This has been a strong Legion tradition throughout the ages. Adjutant Robenheimer went to an English boarding school. Good preparation for the rigours of army life. While his parents wanted him to go to Oxford or Cambridge, he secretly dreamt of becoming a Legionnaire. He has achieved the highest rank possible for an NCO, commanding 4th Platoon, and now he's coming to the end of his time at the army.
38 and 19.5 years in the Legion is quite old. I'll be 39 when I leave. I'll still be young. I've got sore feet at the moment, and there's no set recipe to deal with the problem. Some people suffer more than others. It's something you're born with, I think. And there's no miracle cure, unfortunately. All right, I had my bath. I'm feeling quite well now. Sore feet still, but I went home and had that bath that I'd been waiting for 4 days to have. I fell asleep in the bath, which was expected to happen anyway. And now I'm going to unpack my bag full of wet and soggy things.
My priority is to cut my hair and then have a good shower, because I think I need some.
Lieutenant Rioux is a 28-year-old Frenchman. Fresh out of Saint-Cyr, France's military academy, he is ambitious and is the leader of the 1st Platoon in the 3rd Company.
Yes, I'm lucky, and that's Lieutenant feet. That's why. 100 kilometers and nothing.
How's the spirit? Ça va?
Très bien. Fatigué.
Difficult choice. This way, but strong. That way, but easy. I think this way, strong.
What makes a man want to join the Legion? More importantly, what makes him want to stay? Although the romantic image of the white kepi and the red rolled blanket on the back still exists, today's legionnaire is trained in all forms of modern warfare. He has to be ready for any combat situation. From hand-to-hand fighting on the streets of war-ravaged Kosovo, through to covert operations in Africa. Legionnaires have parachuted behind enemy lines in Afghanistan and helped the Allies to victory in the First Gulf War.
Ton groupe, ici. Ok, deuxième groupe par ici. Voilà. Là, viens. Hé, voilà. Non, hé, vos gueules. Je veux plus rien entendre. 12 ici, 13 ici. Quand c'est bon, vous vous rendez compte.
The Legion is always training to be ready, always alert, prepared to travel at 24 hours' notice. A legionnaire fights to live, but also lives to fight. A man may be running away from his former life, but he knows he's running towards action. You don't join the Legion to be a peacekeeper. You join the Legion to be a soldier. They fight because they love to fight. But gone are the days when anybody could join the service. A person wanting to join the force today will be checked by Interpol. A serious criminal will be handed over to the police, and the Legion have developed strict psychological tests to sift out a recruit who might not have the correct mental attitude. These days it turns down 8 out of every 9 men who wish to enlist.
Because we're legionnaires, will have a very bad opinion of us, because they've heard some horror story or whatever, and decided that we are all bloodthirsty serial killers or people hiding from the police in our own countries. We don't have many criminals in the Legion nowadays, I don't think. We don't have many angels either.
Il est recherché par Interpol, Borkowski. Ça se voit que c'est un grand criminel. Quand tu vois déjà sa tête, tu vois tout de suite que c'est un criminel de la mafia.
We can't enlist a murderer. We just enlist some guys who could be called bad guys, but not so bad guys. So once he is enlisted, we must protect their identity, their status. If they enlisted in the Legion, it's because they want to break with the past. So we have to protect that.
Why are we marching for 3 days? Because the Colonel thinks we're getting soft, and he's trying to toughen us up a bit. And so we're not supposed to enjoy the march because no pain without no gain without pain, or pain is weakness leaving the body, and so on.
We are the best army in words, the Legion, forever the Legion. This army is only for men, the real men.
Legionnaires come from all parts of the world. Many come because the Legion is a way into Europe. Nearly a quarter of all new recruits come from Latin America.
Bon, avant d'arriver ici, quand j'étais au Pérou, j'étais étudiant. J'étais à l'université, voilà. Jamais je pensais d'être comme ça, de rentrer à l'armée, et voilà, de faire des trucs comme ça, des marchés. Bon, ici à la Légion, j'aimerais bien être sous-officier. Sous-officier à la Légion, c'est une chose je pense qu'il y a tout le monde qui cherche. Un sous-officier à la Légion, c'est un mec un homme qui est respecté.
Life for a legionnaire hasn't changed much over the years. They still live, sleep and eat together. Mazouz was a butcher in his former life in Morocco. He has a very easy-going philosophy to his time in the Legion.
Ouais, c'est notre maison, c'est ma chambre, c'est mon lit. Ah ouais, ça fait plaisir de rentrer chez soi. Comme ça, c'est mieux. Après nettoyage, ça sera douche. Et ce soir, ça sera un peu de la fiesta.
Strict discipline has to be maintained at all times. The slightest misdemeanor can end with a term in a prison cell.
J'ai en train de chauffer l'eau pour préparer une soupe, là, pour manger. Bah ouais, parce que là, il faut après essayer gamelle un peu. Les cigarettes, les soupes et les femmes. Les femmes aussi, je l'aime bien. Ça, ma femme.
Le photographe,
The principle for a legionnaire is the Legion is my homeland, your comrades in arms are your brothers, the Legion is your family. This code tests married legionnaires' relationships to the limit. The Legion is an unforgiving mistress.
So we got back in from the march at midday. So I went home, and my wife wasn't too happy to see me because she wasn't expecting me to come home till this evening. So that was a bit of a problem. The life I've been living for the last 12 years, 12 years? Yes, 12 years, has not made my wife too keen on having children. Which would be another good reason for leaving the Legion as well. It might be nice to have children someday. But we have a dog, which is like a child to a certain extent.
Pour ma femme, c'est un petit peu difficile de me voir passer autant de temps à mon travail, parce que forcément, tout le temps que je passe ici, c'est du temps que je passe pas avec elle. Mais à côté de ça, elle sait très bien que je fais un métier qui me plaît. Et du coup, ça la console de savoir que quand je suis pas à la maison et tout le temps que je passe avec mes légionnaires, c'est du temps que je passe à faire quelque chose où je m'éclate, quelque chose que j'ai toujours voulu faire.
Absolutely everything that you've seen, including the rucksack, and everything that was in it belongs to me, personally. Nothing has been provided by the Legion. The rucksack is personal because the French Army standard rucksack is a nightmare. It wasn't designed to be. It was designed by a general who's never been in the field more than 12 hours, I think.
Allez, Mazouz, après la musique. Allez, traversez.
Lieutenant Ryu is pushing his men hard. He's determined that his platoon should beat the rest of the company to the meeting point. His men have marched over 50 kilometers with 30 kilos of weight on their back.
Just think about the beer of tonight.
Bonjour. I love you vodka.
All the people who say that they have no problem with their feet or their legs are liars.
Ah, c'est bon. Pas de problème.
On est premier. Alors, c'est qui est arrivé premier là? Hein? Bah alors, c'est qui le boss là, putain?
Oh, c'est pas lui.
We came first of the company. And I really enjoy. Even if it wasn't the objective. Hey Mazouz! Mazouz! Ah, peaufine-moi l'affaire, hein! Ok, bah c'est bon, prenez vos sacs, vos équipements, et en avant là pour trouver sur la zone de bivouac là. I think that in my platoon everybody have the same hurt. Ah! Cut. Mazouz!
Surtout quand on repartait.
Putain, oh, attention, mes piles là, putain, Mazouz.
Ah, ils étaient par terre tout à l'heure. Je croyais qu'ils étaient d'ici.
Ouais, ils étaient d'ici. Toi, t'es pas d'ici, toi.
Une balle de tennis, là, ça fout quoi ici, là? C'est à qui, ça?
C'est à moi, ouais.
Qu'est-ce que tu fous avec une balle de tennis?
Je sais jamais,
Pour son enfant.
Non, sérieux, qu'est-ce que tu fous avec une balle de tennis?
Hein?
Qu'est-ce que tu fous avec une balle de tennis?
Je l'avais dans le sac.
Ah, mais pourquoi? Voilà, Eh, attends, t'as fait quoi avec quartier, là, sous la tente? Parce qu'hier, j'avais des putains de caillasses, là.
Bah hier, on n'avait pas le choix, mon lieutenant.
Non, non, mais...
Oui, là, non. Là, il n'y a pas de caillasse.
T'es sûr?
Ouais, je suis sûr.
T'as regardé ou pas?
Voilà.
Ah!
Napoleon said that an army marches on its stomach. Adjutant Robenheimer might disagree with that statement.
I am not well at all. Tired, sore feet. Didn't have much fun doing this at all. But then, it wasn't supposed to be fun, was it? We all survived. I think I was the slowest man in the platoon, actually. I'm the oldest man, so I think I can justifiably be the slowest man as well.
Pour l'instant, je sais pas si je marche comme un cowboy ou comme un âne, mais c'est bizarre.
But Robenheimer is not the only soldier suffering after a long and arduous march. Some of the younger members of Rio's platoon are also feeling the pace. Before they can settle down for the evening, the medical staff at a nearby nursing station must attend to raw blisters and painful sores.
Comme moi, t'as jamais dit, Plaisa, qu'il fallait pas mettre son doigt dans son nez, là?
Heureusement que c'est l'infirmier.
Hein? Allez, Plaisa, en priorité aussi, tu me gères les mecs qui sont à l'infirmerie. Donc, voilà, vendredi matin, le tir, et normalement la marche commando. Et là, quand on arrivera au quartier, il faudrait dire que c'est Finex. D'accord. Et le reste de la journée de vendredi, ça sera la remise en condition.
C'est vrai que le lundi c'est libre.
Oui, Cao. Attends, Cao, toi tu dois aller à l'infirmerie, alors laisse ta caisse de côté et on la bourra quand tu reviens de l'infirmerie là.
Pose comme ça, pose, Cao, pose. Laisse.
Non, ça c'est pour nous, c'est que j'aurais fait.
Mais toi d'abord infirmerie et après tu reviens et on boit à caisse.
Après encore prendre le en caisse. Ça c'est pour nous, nos sélections. Oui, Cao.
Laisse la bouteille.
Oh,
tu vas le faire. Toi, infirmerie, d'accord? Ciao.
Singing plays an important part of Legion life. A soldier will learn several songs during basic training, and then this is combined with marching. Each company has its own tune, and each platoon its own original song. The songs can be about anything from famous victories in Mexico to their dislike of Belgians.
There's a big blister here. This is a big blister here, and I was walking on that, which is a bit painful. And this is artificial skin, which didn't do its proper job. And there's a blister underneath it, which is burst, I think.
I think that all the feet and legs begin to be really tired, but let us have a good night, good sleep, and we'll be okay to walk again tomorrow.
If I could go home right now, I'd dive into a bath and just stay in the bath for about an hour and not get out of the bath until I was shriveled up like a prune.
On the last day of the march, the Legionnaires' shooting skills are up for a test.
Have you slept well?
Yes, I slept well, of course.
Chaque cible, il a déjà 10 cartouches dedans, les cibles de gauche, et ça vaut que1 point, les cibles de gauche. Donc on va pas gaspiller votre technique de tireur d'élite sur les cibles qui vaut pas grand-chose.
The Legion use their own particular rifle, nicknamed Le Clarion, the bugle. The bugle is an ugly but very effective weapon, and has been used successfully in combat situations in all parts of the world. But firing the FAMAS, to give it its proper name, can be somewhat unsettling the first time around. With your face directly over the action, Worries over the weapon self-destructing are bound to arise.
Azouz, je t'avais dit, tu tires dans le premier cible masqué. C'est quoi le premier cible masqué?
Ben, avec triangle orange, moi,
Oui, ben, toi, tu es en train de tirer sur les autres, et pas celui avec triangle orange. Alors, fais ce que je te dis. The results of the shooting was not fantastic for the company. We're only the second company to pass, so we can't compare very well with the other companies. But it wasn't a very good result compared to the company that passed before us. But there are many reasons to that.
And why is that?
I'll explain that to you when I've got time to explain that to you, but right now I've got to get ready to march.
Adjutant Robenheimer is the special weapons instructor for the company. He's hoping to put to good use his 20 years' experience in the Legion by becoming a mercenary when he leaves. The Legion is an incredible social experiment. How do you get so many men from such diverse backgrounds to work together to form a unified killing machine? Of the Legion's 10 regiments, 3 are permanently based outside of France. 1 detachment is deployed in Mayotte. The 3rd Infantry is based in French Guiana. And the 13th Half Brigade has been stationed in Djibouti. The regiment consists of 800 men. Djibouti borders Eritrea, Ethiopia and Somalia, and is situated on Africa's Horn by the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, with the Arabian Peninsula on the other side. Previously under French rule, it gained its independence in 1977, but France still maintains a military presence there, along with American forces. And from here, troops can easily be deployed to any trouble spots in the Middle East or Central Africa. In Djibouti, the Legion has its toughest combat training center, CCAP, which offers perhaps the harshest military training that exists. The instructors and their methods are renowned and feared throughout the world. In Djibouti's hot climate and severe conditions, legionnaires from all parts of the service train for conflict in extreme desert situations. In combat, there is no room for failure, and the exercises are designed as intense physical and mental challenges.
Voilà, comme ça, à l'avant, à l'avant, en avant, en avant. Là, il faut pas arrêter. Allez, 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 voilà. Allez, jusqu'au bout. T'arrêtes pas, t'arrêtes pas. Allez, allez, allez. Allez, continue. Allez, pousse. Allez, pousse.
Faut s'accrocher avec les bras, pousser avec les jambes, et puis on arrive en haut.
Allez, c'est bon. Allez, laisse-toi. Non. Allez, repose-toi. Ok.
All the training is watched over by one man, the legendary adjutant-chef, Marignac.
Regarde, tes pieds. Écoute-moi là. Tes pieds, comme t'as du mal, t'as l'arrache complet, d'accord? Voilà, à l'intérieur. Tu les bloques à l'intérieur. Oh, c'est bon, allez, c'est bon, allez. Descends. Allez, laisse-toi aller. C'est bon, tu descends. Tu descends par la corde là, et tu rejoins le groupe au saut de Tarzan. Allez, c'est parti.
Parce que là, c'est pas évident, hein. Il faut être allongé sur la tyrolienne, laisser pendre une jambe naturellement et un genou replié sur soi-même.
Tu laisses ta jambe pendre naturellement. En avant, et tu déroules. Tu déroules. Serre-toi bien de ta jambe. Voilà. Pourquoi? Parce que le parcours, si tu serres que de tes bras, à la fin, tu es sec. Hein. Donc, il faut utiliser beaucoup les jambes pour conserver les bras intacts. D'accord? Voilà. Mais enfin, toi, t'as pas de problème, t'as les bras. Hein? T'as les bras, toi.
Non. Bon, il y a les bras.
Allez, vas-y, 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 vas-y. Eh, plus rapide, c'est rapide ça. Hein. En plus, c'est une tyrolienne qui descend légèrement. Hein. Voilà. Allez, tire sur les bras et sur la jambe arrière. Tu pousses avec ta jambe arrière et tu tires avec les bras. Tu pousses avec la jambe arrière, tu tires avec les bras. Tire sur ta jambe arrière. Et arrête de faire la grimace là. Voilà. Regarde, t'as vu ton camarade derrière, il t'a rattrapé là. Alors regardez qu'il n'y a pas le geste, il cède avec la jambe arrière. Oh! Réfléchis pas, là, rien à réfléchir. Là, c'est en avant. Eh, laisse pendre ta jambe. Laisse, allez, voilà, regardez. Regardez tous, c'est typique de quelqu'un qui n'écoute pas son instructeur. Laisse pendre ta putain de jambe. Laisse pendre ta jambe, là. Laisse-la pendre. Voilà, et maintenant, tu viens. Allez, tire sur les bras et sur les jambes. Arrière. Laisse pendre ta putain de jambe, laisse-la pendre, là. Laisse-la pendre naturellement, là. Voilà, et là, tu tombes pas, là. Ah là, il tombe. 2 fois, c'est bon. Voilà, correct. Rétablissement. Laisse pas ta jambe. Voilà, regarde, t'es tordu, là. Et tu marches comme un crabe, là. Il faut être droit sur la tyrolienne, là. T'as vu? T'es tordu, là. C'est bon, mais c'est rien, ça. Allez, regarde. Allez, vas-y.
But today not everyone is doing the hardcore training. For one man, it's back to more basic duties, and a chance to reflect on his reasons for joining the Legion.
I come to the Legion because, like normal, I'm not a very, I'm a bit misbehaved in the past. I'm 22, I'm from South Wales in Great Britain, and right now I'm in Djibouti in North Africa. I come here because I got into a little bit of trouble with the police back in Great Britain. Because of my criminal record, I can't get a lot of work and a lot of good jobs, things like fire service, police, ambulance, army, I can't do because of my criminal record. So I get the work I do back in civil life is pretty crap, and now all the things that I come here to avoid doing, I'm doing exactly the same thing here. So, but it's all right. It's an interesting experience. I think the first 5 months of being in the Legion was the hardest. It was totally new way of life to adapt to. I see 3 different types of people who come to the Legion. There are the people who genuinely need to be here, like me, the people who are in trouble back home, the fly-by-night dreamers, the people who think they're going to be commandos, and the complete lunatics, and they're best avoided. I knew it was going to be challenging because of the language, and some of the exercises and the training here, the terrain is pretty tough. The first 6 times I went in a plane, I didn't land in it. I jumped out. Can't do that sort of thing in civilian life. At least I can speak another language, and I suppose this is my ticket to the future. Maybe in the future, if I go for employment, whether I go back to Britain or I stay in France, maybe they'll put my criminal record to one side and look at what I've done in the Legion. Maybe.
There are many reasons for wanting to be a Legionnaire.
Au civil, quand j'étais pas militaire, la vie là c'était difficile parce que moi je viens de Brésil, je suis brésilien. Je suis arrivé en France à 17 ans avec ma mère et elle s'est mariée avec un Français. Et comme elle avait la carte des séjours, mais moi je ne pouvais pas avoir parce que j'ai fait déjà 18 ans. Et je ne pouvais pas être là-bas. Et il fallait que je sois à l'école. Mais c'était difficile parce que je ne parlais pas bien français. Et c'est pour ça qu'il n'y avait pas autre moyen. Et après je me suis engagé à la Légion. Comme ça je suis resté en France avec ma mère. Et je ne retourne pas au Brésil. Parce que là-bas au Brésil, je ne pouvais pas faire grand-chose. J'avais pas de famille là-bas et tout. C'était difficile. C'est pour ça, là, ici, je suis bien. Comme ça, le mois, chaque mois, on touche une solde. Comment on dit la solde? Ah, l'argent. Et après, j'envoie la moitié à ma mère, comme ça, je l'aide chez moi, là, à la maison, et moi, l'autre moitié, je la garde. Comme ça, tous les deux, on est contents. Et c'est tout.
Regarde, si tu te mets assis là où t'étais là. Allez, suivant.
Je t'écoute. Je t'écoute.
Assurance prêt.
Départ.
Parti. Parti.
Ben ouais, c'est fait 2 fois que tu le dis là.
Go.
En haut. Vise. Voilà, allez. Lâche. À la pédale, tu te démerdes maintenant, vieux. Démerde-toi là.
C'est moi. Il existe des femmes, mais...
Il existe des femmes en Roumanie? Oh, je croyais qu'il y avait que Dracula là-bas.
Des femmes ou des copines?
Copine.
Copines, oui. Chez moi, en Roumanie. Oui, des femmes, il y en a aussi ici en ville, non?
Quoi, sur la copine? Non, moi je suis célibataire. Pour l'instant, je pense qu'il va sortir et c'est tout là. Après on verra.
Donc ça il
dans quelques temps.
In the Ivory Coast, the 3rd Company of the 2nd Foreign Infantry Regiment has joined the peacekeeping forces.
Vous pouvez confirmer. Ça, c'est soldat d'élite pour elite soldier, English. Force spéciale de France. Special Forces, France.
Section. Bien, à partir de l'issue du rassemblement embarquement et début de l'exercice Boli. Grosso modo, quelle est la situation de l'exercice? Dans les forces en présence, les FANCI ont renforcé leur dispositif suite à la sortie du processus de crise des FAFN, et s'apprêtent à rentrer à travers la zone de confiance pour aller mater un début de rébellion FAFN.
After regaining its independence from France in 1960, the Ivory Coast was ruled by Félix Houphouët-Boigny for 33 years. His time was one of growing prosperity and political stability for the country. But after his death in 1993, the nation slowly descended into chaos, with military coups destabilizing an increasingly lawless country. Civil war broke out in the autumn of 2002, and French forces were sent in the same year. The war ended in 2005, but France has kept peacekeeping forces in the country, as tension remains high. Every village has a leader, and Rio's job is to sensitively gather information and quickly quell any fears.
Ça c'est bien.
C'est pas de problème? Pourquoi tu es venu ici?
C'est chez moi ici, c'est pas où il faut aller.
Non mais ici, t'avais de la famille ici?
Oui, j'ai ma famille ici, tout est ici.
D'accord.
Il m'a demandé s'il y a la paix ici, je lui ai dit oui, et que si éventuellement le gouvernement a démissionné, qu'est-ce que ça nous dit? Moi je leur ai dit que bon, on compte toujours sur eux et il faut qu'ils s'entendent afin que la paix revienne en Côte d'Ivoire. Que nous sommes fatigués subir l'effet de la guerre.
Back at camp, Mazuz is on kitchen duty, preparing the evening meal. These moments of downtime are rare for a legionnaire, but a constant watch must be kept. A soldier will never know what his next move might be, and capture is always in imminent danger in a country renowned for hostage-taking during its civil war. But it's in these more reflective moments that friendships are forged that will serve them well in the heat of battle.
Allez, chante en anglais, Faustin. Ici, il y a de tout. Il y a des cuisiniers, des chanteurs, des brôleurs, tout ce que tu veux.
Très bon.
Si une femme cherche l'homme parfait, je crois qu'elle va venir arracher à la Légion.
The life of a legionnaire can be lonely, but whatever his past circumstances, he has the chance to start again, begin a new life. Today's legionnaire not only fights on the battlefield, but also fights for the hearts and minds of the people he's been entrusted to protect, bringing hope where there was despair. And for some legionnaires, there's a chance for their own salvation.
Hello, me old man. It's just your ginger annoying brat you know as son. Hope you're okay and the kids are fine. I'm okay, but a little stress with all the constant work. My dad, he never wanted me to come. And then I spoke to him, I told him why I wanted to come here. Because I've not got, obviously, people in the Legion, they don't come here because their life's great. They've come here because they've done something in the past or they've not got the best history in the world. And I was a bit of an idiot when I was young. And I explained to him why I wanted to come here and he agreed with me. He said, give it a go. And I've come here and now he's proud of me. He's really, really proud of me, my dad and my brother and all that. Hope you're okay and the kids are fine. I'm okay, but a little stress with all the constant work. You never get a rest, always on the go and on guard, but it's not too bad because I finish in 3 weeks and then I'll get some leave. I don't mind following the orders. I chose to come here. I chose to be the soldier here. Everything they tell me to do, it's my decision. I chose to come here. You're a volunteer in the Legion, and that's what they drill into your head all the time. But sometimes, you know, it's a job like any other, and sometimes you get told to things you don't want to do, and that annoys you, and that can really, because sometimes it's really the guys that telling you what to do are idiots, and to be honest with you, I need to give you some stupid orders, and that's hard. The good things are you learn another language, you travel the world for free, you see places, even if they're like war countries, you see places that you'd never get to see in your life, and that kind of thing opens your eyes. It's hot today, I'm bright red, I look like a lobster. And I've lost a load of weight because I can't do much sport, but it's okay because I'll get it back when I finish with it. For the first 6 or 7 months was very hard. I did what I go. For the first, I wanted to desert, I wanted to go home. I just couldn't. It was just hard work, stress, just stressing it every day. They get you up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Or 3 o'clock in the morning when you've only had like 2 hours sleep because you've been on guard duty. They made me go through ice cold rivers at 3 o'clock in the morning, so that wasn't nice. But it's character building. We was training yesterday, we went on an helicopter and I took a few pictures. I'll send them you when I get back. Well, Africa's shit, I don't like it much, the people are lazy as fuck and that's why it's so fucked up. It always will be, but I don't give a shit, it's just the kids I feel sorry for.
Glory, glory, Man United! Glory, glory, Man United! Glory, glory, Man United! And the Reds go marching on, on!
Anyway, I don't want to depress you, so whenever you feel down and you think life's pointless going on, just remember I've got a ginger head and can't get a fuck, and it's all your fault, but don't worry, I'm a strong lad, I can take it.
Bon, là c'était la chambre à Foster, et là c'était sa lit, c'était son coin à lui, et là c'était son armoire, maintenant il est pris, il y avait sa affaire à Dokaporo, avant qu'il déserte. Voilà, il habite avec moi et il est un bon mec. Bon, je sais pas pourquoi il a fait ça.
Anyway, I'm off, so take care. Love, John.
Me, I don't care. This first weekend to get back, I'm going to get pissed out my head.
First-class Legionnaire Foster decided to leave the Legion after 3 years of service. As a deserter, he will be in danger of imprisonment if caught in France. And he has lost the respect of his fellow Legionnaires forever.